Hi, it's Coach Charlotte and today's video is all about sleep. So how much sleep are you getting every single night? Because sleep is super important to our physical and our mental health. And if we are getting short amounts of sleep, then what happens is it can lead to increased weight gain and also obesity. Also, if you're having short amounts of sleep each night, it can also affect your physical performance, your brain function, and how you operate at work as well. So how much sleep should you be getting per night? Well, you should be looking at anywhere between 6 to 8 hours sleep per night. So we need to be making sure that we're planning to get that amount of time sleep every single night. So let me introduce to you my top tips to increasing those Zs and getting that sleep in. Tip number 1 is turning off your TV. So I don't know about you, but Netflix is my best friend, and also programs that start super late and finish super late, and I just still watch them. If you know you need to be asleep early, then what you need to do is get those TV programs recorded and know that the television will still be there in the morning when you get up. So turn off that television because it's the biggest distraction of all. Also, if you're catching up with your family and your friends, try not to do it in front of the television, because what tends to happen is while the TV's going and you're chatting to your friends, it takes so much longer to actually have a short discussion that will actually get you to sleep a little bit earlier. So if you need to be getting up at, let's say, 6 a.m. in the morning, you need to be having at least 7 hours on average per night. So you need to be asleep by, at the latest, 11 p.m. So what that doesn't mean is getting into your bed at 11 p.m. because let's face it, the majority of us don't go straight to sleep as soon as we get into bed. Most of us take a little bit of time to unwind. So if you know that it takes you a bit of time to unwind, then what you need to do is make sure that you get into bed at least 20 to 40 minutes earlier, read some books or relax in bed, doing something that really relaxes you that's not watching the television, and then you should be asleep come 11 o'clock. Tip number 2, turn off social media. So, I am sure there has been a night that you have got into bed with the right intentions, ready to go to sleep, and you've picked up your phone just one last time, and then you've ended up being on a scrolling marathon, and 45 minutes later you're still awake and you're still not asleep. So my next tip to you is to have a rule to turn your phone off at a certain time, or turn it on airplane mode, or even try something that I do, and that is to put my phone out of sight, out of mind, on charge upstairs while I'm relaxing. And then actually ensuring that you don't go on social media past a certain time to give yourself some unwind time. Because if we're consistently on social media and our brain is continually active, and before we go to sleep, the images that we're seeing from Instagram, from Facebook, the last thing that go into our minds, they are going to be the things that we're going to sleep on. And some of that may be negative, some of that might be positive. But what we want to do is go to sleep with good intentions, relaxed and all unwound, ready to go to sleep, and making sure that we get the best out of our night's sleep. Tip number 3, caffeine. So caffeine remains in our bloodstream for at least 6 hours. So if you're having caffeine later on in the day, then that caffeine is going to remain in your bloodstream all the way to when you're trying to get to sleep. So my tip to you is to reduce the amount of caffeine that you're having closer towards the end of the day. And if you are relying on caffeine throughout your day to get you through the day, then let me ask you the question, are you getting enough sleep? And is that sleep quality sleep? Because it's highly likely that if you are relying on caffeine, that you need to be improving your sleep routine, making sure that you've got a consistent sleep pattern, and making sure that you are getting that good quality sleep. Tip number 4, the monkey mind. So I don't know about you, But sometimes when I get into bed, I just lie there and my mind just plays different tricks with me, and I have certain thoughts come up. And I think about what happened in the day, what I've got planned for tomorrow, what I need to do, certain problems in my life. And it gets me so anxious and avoids me getting off to sleep. So my tip to you is to write a to-do list, create a journal, and also write down your gratitude. So what I would recommend to you is to get a really nice notebook that is like, basically when you look at it, you're like, that's my notebook, that's really nice. Get a really good quality one that you will enjoy writing in. Grab a pen that you really enjoy writing in as well. And what I want you to do, and this is my granddad, this is what he always told me when I had worries when I was younger. And what he said is, before you go to bed, have a piece of paper in front of you with a nice pen, and everything that is inside your mind, literally brain dump that from your brain down onto a piece of paper. And then from that piece of paper, just write a list of every single thing that you need to do, and don't hold back. I mean, sometimes I will literally write on there, have a shower. Well, let's hope that I don't forget having a shower in a day, but sometimes it's just another thing that's in my mind that I just have to write down. And when I know it's written down on that piece of paper, I know that it's not lost. I've still got it, it's not in my mind, but it's on that page, and that helps to quieten my mind and relax me that little bit more. My next tip is to literally journal. So I know the word journal is banded around quite a lot, but there is no structure to a journal. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. So all you need to do is put pen to paper. If something pissed you off in the day, you're not feeling 100%, you're finding it really difficult to work out a way of moving forward, and it's playing on your mind, then get it down on a piece of paper. And once you've written it down on that piece of paper, it will look and feel so much easier, and it won't continue to go round and round in circles in your mind. And lastly, writing down things that you are grateful for is a fantastic tool. And what that does, it literally could mean anything. It could be absolutely anything. It could be things that you're grateful for in your life, literally right now, from small things to big things, absolutely anything. And when you think about things that are positive, it helps you feel so much happier. It makes you feel that you have things to be grateful for and proud of in your life. And in turn, your brain and your body work together. Your heart rate will slow down, your blood pressure will slow down, your temperature will decrease, you will feel happier, you will feel more in control of who you are, and you will go to sleep in positive energy rather than negative energy that may have been from your day or things that you are anticipating coming up in the next few days. So positive things, finishing your night on positive thoughts and positive energy. Tip number 5, heat. So if you have a hot room and you're hot when you're trying to get to sleep, it is going to disrupt your sleep pattern no end. So my tip to you is to make sure that you've got a good room temperature. Make sure that you're not wearing too many clothes, and I know because I get freezing cold when I'm going off to sleep as well, but make sure that those bed socks come off earlier before you actually go off to sleep, because there is no doubt that you will wake up in the middle of the night and take off those socks in the middle of the night. So make sure that you've got a good duvet, you've got some good clothes on as well, and your room is a consistent temperature. Your body can heat itself. So if your room is cooler, it's going to help you with your sleep a lot more. Tip number 6, noise. If it's noisy where you live, in a room where you're sleeping, then what I want you to do is get yourself some earplugs. Pop the earplugs in and you will get an undistracted night's sleep. If your partner snores, because I know there are some of you that have partners that snore, then kick them out. Get them into that spare bedroom or move into that spare bedroom yourself. Sleep is super important to your daily function, so make sure that you get that noise to a level where you can relax and go to sleep. Tip number 7, Comfort. Make sure that your bed is super comfy. Remember, this is your haven. It's your relaxation space. It's where you should feel super comfy. So make sure that that mattress is really comfortable for you and it's suited to you. Make sure your pillow is comfortable and it is a certain height and softness that suits you, and everyone is different. Make sure you change your bed sheets regularly as well, because there is nothing better than getting into fresh bed sheets and snuggling up to go to sleep. So make sure that the whole area in which you go off to sleep is super comfortable to make you get off very well. Tip number 8, pain. If something is causing you pain, a joint, back pain, then my tip to you is to invest and get it seen to. There is nothing worse than lying in bed and having aches and pains and not feeling 100%. And all it takes is a simple visit to a specialist that can help you with that pain and make sure that you move forward and don't have that pain when you're going to sleep or within your daily activities anymore. So make sure that you invest in getting that seen to, and that will have tremendous improvements in your sleep. Out of all these tips, some of them will be super relevant to you and some of them may not. So what I want you to take away from it is picking those tips that you know will work for you and implement them into your life. And when you start to implement them, you will see tremendous changes in your health and your lifestyle. So my top tips to you are to take action straight away on those things that resonate with you, and your health and lifestyle will thank you 100% for it.